Hello again. Here's where I share with you a marvelous little camera trick which I call FHRS. That stands for Focus, Hold, Recompose, Shoot. If you do handheld close-ups like I do, you're absolutely going to love this. It helps you obtain a perfect focus each and every time without a tripod. In fact, since I learned this trick 2 years ago, I haven't once used a tripod, and that gives me a fantastic amount of photographic freedom and flexibility. So, why do we need FHRS? I'll demonstrate why. No matter how steady you think your hands are, there is always some amount of movement, and that movement causes camera shake and image blur. And the more you zoom, the more you magnify both your image and the camera shake. As you can see, this dime looks like it's jittering even though I think I'm holding the camera steady. And that's one of the reasons why FHRS is so useful. Another reason is that sometimes you might drift forward or backward and lose your focus. And FHRS helps you there too. So, how do we use FHRS? Well, what I do is I set my camera to program mode, which is similar to auto mode, but it allows me to change a few settings. One of the settings I change is my ISO speed. I set my camera to ISO 200. That gives me a faster shutter, but it still gives me good clean image quality. Now the next thing you have to know is about your shutter button. Your shutter button actually has two positions. As you begin to push it down, halfway down, you'll feel a soft stop. That's called the focus détente. Then you can push it the rest of the way down to what we call the shoot détente. So here's how you use FHRS. Select your desired zoom level and compose your shot in the monitor and get your good focus, and then push the shutter button halfway down to the focus détente, but hold it there. Now in the monitor, recheck and see if you've lost your focus. Maybe you've drifted, and if so, move the camera frontwards and backwards until you have that perfect focus again, and then immediately take your shot when you see the good focus. Let's zoom tight. And let's dramatize. This shot is badly out of focus, but because Little Big Shot has a fixed focal length of exactly 2 inches, if we hold at the focus détente, we can bring that focus back in simply by moving the camera. And once we see perfect focus, we immediately take our shot, and we get a great image. And that is how you use FHRS. Now one more thing I'd like to talk about, and that's the shutter button again. When you push halfway down to the focus détente and hold it there, that's fine, there's no problem. But what some people do when they push the rest of the way down to the shoot détente, they use too much force and they actually move the camera while they're pushing, causing motion blur, like that. So be conscious of that and learn how to gingerly press that shutter button to the shoot détente so that you don't cause any camera shake. Let's try it again. We select our desired zoom level. We position our subject in the frame where we want him. We push to the focus détente and we hold it there. We look in the monitor and we see if we've lost our focus, and if so, we make an adjustment until we get that perfect focus back, and immediately we take the shot without putting too much pressure on the shutter button, and we get a perfectly focused image. Out of focus, bring it closer, perfect focus, shoot. And that is how you use FHRS. It's a magnificent tool for handheld photos, and I know you're going to love it. I do. Thank you for your time, and happy shooting.